Alright, IceBuff 101. This is an extra long buff compared to the regular type, and I can't remember the brand of this. It's called Mission, Mission. It's just a little longer, and the tension is perfect, and also this material is tech material, so when it's hot, it doesn't heat up, not like a buff to keep you warm. So that's the extra long buff, roughly around, I don't know, 18 inches, if not longer. All right, so the other thing that you need is a sock, any ordinary single orphan sock that you might find in your laundry. In short of ice, I'm going to use these two balls to simulate ice. But at race, I usually start before it gets warm. Like if it's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, it's never too early to ice. But the trick is when you actually have the volunteer fill ice into the sock, it'll be exactly like this. They'll shove ice in there, and there's all these extra gap. I'll put an extra third one in there just to give some volume. But the trick is to take this sock, all the ice, and give it a good shake, so that all the ice are actually about that long. Usually it's a good hand width. And then I tie a knot like this, so that when I get to the next aid station, I don't have to fiddle with try to untie the knot. When I get to the next station, when this is all empty, I just pull and it comes apart. Yeah. So just a live knot or a slip knot like this, and then keep the ice in place. Now take this ice sausage, and this idea, by the way, I'm going to give credit to Laura Bello. I've seen her done this, but she did it with a bandana. But I actually just improvise this with a buff. And the reason why I do it with a buff, and it takes a couple of try, I definitely encourage you to practice this before you get onto the race day, because you want to be proficient at this in and out of the aid station as quickly as you can. So the trick is you take the buff, wrap it around once like this, so you see the center is still, that's where I go put my hand through. And just keep rotating like a burrito, just on one side. So eventually it'll turn out like this. Okay, so that the lip is open. You don't want this to be facing down when you put it on. It doesn't matter really. When you actually put it on, essentially it will go look like this. Like this. Secure it over. And watch the back. If I actually roll, you see this? Once the ice start to melt, I would always find this, take my hand and find this lip, this loose end right here, and then just keep rotating, and just keep rotating, and then just keep twisting it so that this will sit nice and tight. And you can push this back down a little bit so that it rests right above your shoulder, okay? And this, as the ice melt, obviously water is going to drip down your back, so it's going to cool your back. If you're using poles, which I did in TRT for 30-something hours, your shoulder blades get very tight and sore. This is excellent because it actually helps numbs all of that discomfort. So when you're doing this with poles a lot. But as this thing start to loosen up, or when you run and it start to bounce because of the ice is loose, you can twist this part on your shirt. Just keep twisting, or you can twist the front of it. That also worked to tighten it, because it's just the same material, and overall you're basically just creating the extra tension. People always say, don't you feel like you're choked? And look at all this room in here, and this material is very flex, so it gives you a lot of give, and it just sits just below my my collar here, so it feels great. And you will, if what I find is that, and that's why you need practice and give that good shake of the sock, because if there is a lot of room in the ice, it will actually make all this noise, jostling noise, when you actually go running, bouncing up and down. But beyond that, happy trails.